Good afternoon. Welcome to Namibia. My name's Rue Ellis and I'm from the Hunting Agency. Check us out at thehuntingagency.com. Today I'd like to talk to you about some of the items that perhaps you'd like to bring with you when you come to Namibia, whether you're coming as a sporting hunter or whether you're coming as a tourist generally. People from Europe, well, let me be honest. I'm a person from Europe myself, and when I first came to Africa I really didn't know what it was that I should expect, what it was that I needed to bring, and since I've been here regularly since then, I get regularly asked by guests and tourists from all over the place, what is it should we take to Africa with us, what should we bring to Namibia, what is it that we need to take? So today I thought I'd talk to you very quickly about some of the things that I bring with me so that you can get a flavour for what I bring and you can pack something similar for yourself. Firstly, let me tell you, it's June. June is their winter time. If we're in the northern hemisphere, normally this time of year would be nice and hot and sunny. Well, as you can see, it's now coming up for 4 o'clock. It's still well into the high 20s. We've had a temperature of 33 here today, and this is their winter time. So the things that you need to bring, whether you're coming in their winter or their summer, first and foremost, bring a good hat. And I'm not talking about a baseball cap either. That's not going to do you very much good in the veldt here. You need a good hat with a big brim. It stops the sun getting on the back of your neck, and it should help you stop getting some sunstroke. You can't underestimate how strong the sun is here. It'll fry you, particularly if you carry a bit of lard on you like I do. So, first and foremost, good hat. Second thing you really should be thinking about is footwear. Think about it hard, because where I come from, grasses aren't that sharp that they penetrate your shoes. Here they are. The grass is harsh, the grass is sharp. So if you're going to wear boots, don't wear anything with a fabric side. Okay, if you're around a city or a refined area, around a hunting lodge or something like that, it's not going to be such a drama. But when you get out into the veldt, you need proper leather boots. Leather boots that stop the grass coming through and cutting your feet. Some people also wear puttees. That's okay, it's a military term, but gaiters to stop the grass seeds getting into your socks. Personally, I don't bother, but it's something that perhaps you might want to consider. Next thing you're going to need, irrespective of whether you know it or not, everybody needs a decent knife. Personally, I carry a knife. You have to. In fact, I carry two. It's important to have a good knife out here because, hey, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And if that's the case, don't bring one, bring two, and also bring the means for sharpening it as well. Another thing that you should really think about strongly is a decent belt so you can carry your gear around. Personally, as you can see, my little rig here's got a decent knife and a camera. I also have a small pair of binoculars, and let's face it, in this countryside you're going to want to see everything that you can. It's stunningly beautiful here. And some of the game is going to be close, some of the game is going to be rangy. Last night I was looking at 4 giraffes and they were probably somewhere in the region of half a mile away. Without a decent pair of binoculars, well, I probably wouldn't have seen as much of them as I would have liked to. The same's true of springbok and some of the other plains game species. You're going to be looking at them at 300, 400, 500 metres away. And a decent pair of binoculars is going to go a long way. Apart from that, what else can I tell you? This is I'm not going to say a wilderness, but it's probably one of the last unspoiled places on earth. Certainly that's what the appeal for me is. It's the appeal for a lot of people. It's a beautiful unspoiled part of the world. But as such, you're not going to have the infrastructure that perhaps you're going to have in a Western culture. It means bring a decent first aid kit with you. That's the first and foremost. Think about your first aid. Also, if there's anything else that you specifically need, bring it with you. Don't expect to be able to buy it out here. The other thing you might want to think about if you're a technophobe, hey, apart from the electricity conversions, I think they run on 220 volts out here, but they're running on round pins, so you're going to need to have a travel adapter. Similarly, if you're going to expect to use cell phones, a lot of the country has a cellular network now, but make sure your airtime provider is going to allow calls to and from Namibia before you come. Sorry, I told you it's hot. I need to put my hat back on. So, the other things you may want to think about if you're going to need internet access is checking with your hotel or wherever you're going to stay first to make sure that you're going to have that kind of connection. A couple of the farms that I stay on only had electricity, solar powered electricity put in within the last 2 to 3 years. It's not that it's a real wilderness, you don't have to rough it greatly unless you really want to. Personally, I like a tented safari, but it's not for everybody. But if that's your bag and you need to have something specific with you. Don't expect to be able to bite when you come here. Other than that, what else can you do? Well, if you're a hunter, obviously you're going to need to think about your weapons and your ammunition, how to store it when you bring it over here, how to travel with it, and so on. Certainly you can buy ammunition in Namibia without any problem at all. You can buy most things here. It's not a drama. Namibia, by the way, is a neighbouring country to South Africa, and it's in the southern part of Africa. Used to be classed as German Southwest Africa. Gives you a flavour for whereabouts in the world it is. As you can tell from my voice, I've only been talking for a very short period of time, and already my voice is starting to dry out. Personally, I carry chewing gum with me to chew to keep my mouth fresh as I'm going along. That's a personal choice, but I have to tell you, if you are out hunting, well, the smell of peppermint, the game will smell it. No kidding. You wouldn't believe how acute the sense of smell of wild game species are. What else to tell you? Water. The water here is great. But if you are a bit funny about brackish water, if you go to the Caprivi, the water there is choice. So you may want to bring some water purification and water sweetening tablets with you when you come. But again, it's down to you, and it depends what kind of holiday adventure that you're looking for. Come with an open mind. That's what I'd say most of all. Come with an open mind and a sense of adventure. And also, when you come back, when you go back home from Namibia, something that I need to warn you about in advance. You're going to feel pain, aching pain here in the cheeks. Personally, when I got back, I saw my cousin for the first time in many years, and he said to me, "Roo, what's that on your face, eh? I see something on your face. What? Come here, what is it?" Oh, what did I say? What? He said, "It's a smile. I've not seen you smile like that for 20 years. So, you need to prepare yourself for that. This is a land of adventure, a land of opportunity. It's a place where there's a strong community spirit, like you wouldn't believe, I have to tell you. The people are friendly. It's a fabulous part of the world to come and look, stay, visit, observe, check out the wildlife, the animal species. It's like nowhere else I've ever been. You should come to Namibia. It's first class." I'm going to talk to you more about personal preparation another time, but for now, I'm going to try and call it a day now before I completely dry out. I'll try and use my editing suite back at the hotel to put together some of the images that I've shot around Namibia to give you a flavour for what it's about. And remember, if you're looking to book some sort of hunting tour or safari, check us out at thehuntingagency.com online, or alternatively check us out on the safarisearchengine.com. We'd love to see you. I can assure you of a very, very warm welcome in Namibia. Thank you for watching.